So the Sri Yantra, considered the queen of the symbols, and it's from the Vedic culture. So this is used for meditation, but it's also used on religion purposes. But I'm gonna show you how and why this is great for manifestation. Speed up your manifestation. So the yantra, this is referred, or any type of yantra is referred to the energy that we send in motion. It's where we want to create something new. So the power lies in helping us fulfill our desires, and that can bringing us wealth on a spiritual and also on a material realm. But it also helps. It brings peace. It brings strength and also success. But it definitely helps remove obstacles and also bad influence. So that's why you might see this hang up on a wall, or someone might paint it on a wall. And I even have it on, I have a necklace that I just bought that has emphasis. However, this is the oldest, most purest, most powerful symbol. And the reason for that is because it consists of sacred geometry. You can tell there's geometrical figures inside of this symbol. And what's also fascinating is the mathematical precise design is based on the golden proportion. Proportion. And the golden proportion, also known as the Fibonacci sequence, which is 1.618, 1.618. And that golden proportion is the basis for all creation. Our nose, the way the mathematical design of it is Fibonacci sequence 1.618. The ears, inside of our ears, has the golden proportion 1.618. This symbol also consists of the golden proportion. So that's your spiral, because eventually you could, as you look at these triangles. And if I were to color them a little different, it'll probably be easy to see. But it does have the Fibonacci sequence. So sacred geometry, anything with geometrical figures is going to give you energy, high frequency energy. So the power in here, it helps us fulfill our desire, whether it would be on material or it can also bring us peace and strength. That's the reason why I was coloring this yesterday, because I was going through something and I didn't want my whole day to be based on that. So before I started my day, before I went on to the meeting, I started coloring, and then I started doing the meditation. So it helps bring peace, it helps bring strength, and it also helps to bring success. But it definitely to remove obstacles and like bad influence. So this was like really helpful. So we have 9 triangles. Bear with me, okay? There's 5 that's pointing down. That represents the feminine energy. That's more of the center of all creation. And then we have 4 triangles pointing upward. That represents the masculine. That's about movement, force, power. And all together, it makes 43 triangles. And if anyone is familiar with numerology, 4 plus 3 is what? 7. It's completion. But we're not done. So in the center, I don't know if you can see that, is a dot. Okay? It's also called Binhu. 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 And that dot in the middle symbolized the completion of this whole creation. Remember, the feminine, right, is the center of the creation. The masculine is the power, the movement that caused the creation to create something. Bear with me. This is really important. I'm going to show you how to do the Sri Yantra meditation. So, you got the round circle, you have the dot in the middle, and then you have circles. Okay, anything to do with circles, also a feminine principle. Circles is more for developing the visualization part. Okay, circles are principle. Okay, then you have the lotus, which is the flower. Also, female creative principle, 8, and then you have 16 lotus petals outside of the 8 represent the lotus of creation and the fertile of life force. And then we have the square. And all the squares represents, it's a male principle. It's a masculine energy, and that's about solid stability. That's where manifestation happens, okay? The power of manifestation. So you need a combination of the masculine and the feminine energy for manifestation and also for healing. But you know there's a lot of feminine energy, feminine and female creative forces here. That's why they call this the mother or the queen of yantras. It's also connected to the goddess Lakshmi, which is the Hindu deity that represents wealth, prosperity, and abundance. Okay, so here's how to do the Sri Yantra meditation. Now if you could look online, you can check it out yourself. There's a couple of ways, but I'm going to show you how I do it, okay, which is a little bit easier, and and I've also seen like some really great results, okay? So, what you want to do is place this, so you want to sit down in a very quiet, peaceful environment, and then have this right in front of you. And what you want to do is to focus on this dot. So you want to gaze or focus. Let's not gaze, because gaze is actually your peripheral. You can focus, or whatever you want to do, gaze, at this dot. And focus, your vision expands. Your vision expands, and then you focus on the triangles. Then you focus on the circles, where the lotus flowers are, and then you expand it out and focus onto the square. Now, there's some meditations that have you focus on each area. I never had to do that. When I focus on that, the vision expands throughout the whole entire symbol. But here's what's interesting. While you focus on this symbol, I want you to focus on what you want to manifest, or what you want. What is the intent? So yesterday, when I was coloring this and when I was done, my intent is to release any bad influence or negative influence what I was going through, just to release it. You want to visualize what you want. It could be money, it could be spiritual health, spiritual wealth, anything. I can't tell you what, but just like I said, it's powerful. So you better be careful of what you're trying to manifest on here, because it also could backfire. It can powerfully create, but it can powerfully destroy. So be careful. be careful and know exactly what your intentions are. So once you focus on this symbol, what you need to do is to have it ingrained into your subconscious mind. And one way to do it is by focusing and gazing on it. And then when you close your eyes, you should see the symbol in your mind's eye. Now, the first time you do it, after a couple of, you should do it in a total of 15 minutes, but after a couple of minutes, your eyes start to burn, so you close it, and you start to see, the thing I usually see is like a greenish, bluish circle right in the middle. And then it goes away. Then I said, okay, let me focus on it again. So I focus on it again, then I close my eye. So I see that green and blue circle, and then next thing I know, I see the rest of the symbol. So I can see the whole entire symbol in my mind's eyes with the colors, right? So it's like I said, it's not color related, but I vision. And the longer that you hold it, which in the beginning it only lasts for maybe like 2 or 3 seconds, but it's good. It's engraved in your subconscious mind. So if you focus or do this maybe twice a day for maybe like some people say 15 minutes. Sometimes I've did it less than that. Sometimes a little bit long, but you don't want to do it longer than that because it's really going to strain your eyes. But and just have faith that this is giving you that energy you need to do what your intentions are. So here's my explanation on or analogy on the Sri Yantra. I love this symbol, and I actually, like I said, I don't know if I showed you before, but I have it here on my necklace. I actually do have a tattoo